Which one was I supposed to hit? Uh, Welcome. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. I have way too many of these little scenes on OBS. I should really narrow it down to just a few options. Anyway, what's going on? How's everybody been? It's been a little bit since I've done a stream. I haven't had as many videos coming out the past few days. I've been busy. Working in the real world, but also working on things for this channel. So I just haven't streamed as much. I have uploaded a lot of older videos. They just haven't been posted yet. I don't want to just flood them, just blow the dam and send a mess, a mudslide of old TurboGrafx videos upon the masses. So I'm slowly kind of putting them out there. I have been working on some things for the channel, like I said, including graphics, like thumbnails and stuff. I wanted to show y'all some of this stuff. It's just backgrounds for the thumbnails that I'll be posting for different videos. Some of these thumbnails are ready, some of them are not. But I just wanted to show you a little what I was doing. How you doing, E-King? What's going on? Yeah, it's a pretty cool video. So I used to have a whole bunch of those videos. How you doing, Down Phoenix? I used to have a whole bunch of those VHS tapes that they sent me through the mail, and I would watch them over and over and over. And a while back, I had gone through and found all those VHS tapes. Now, it's not my capture. I found these and then I cleaned them up as much as I could. The videos were already captured. I did enhance them as much as I could, but yeah, the quality's a little iffy, but there are more of those that are coming out, by the way. Carl, what's up, Carl? How you been, man? So yeah, I just been working on stuff, getting ready for more things that I'm going to be doing with the channel and everything. So up here, I just want to go through some of these just so you can see what some of this stuff looks like. You've already seen this thumbnail here. If I can get it to come up. It always opens slow when I'm doing this broadcast stuff. But yeah. You can see that one. And that's there's a lot of variants that you'll be seeing of that coming up. Basic TurboGrafx thumbnail. I have I have the Turbo Duo version, and then I have the Duo RX version as well. And then I've made some for almost every console that I could think I would want to make videos for. Like here's the NES one. See, the picture of whatever it is will go there. Master System. It'll go right here. Oh, I guess you can't see my cursor. Sorry about that. Let me see if I can fix that. There, now my cursor's on there. Sorry about that. Yeah, the video, the picture, whatever it is will go right here. Okay, Down Phoenix says, we need Cy to do his own capture using his SCART cables for his VHS player he inevitably has converted to HDMI. Fair enough. I should play more TurboGrafx 16. Everyone should play more TurboGrafx 16. It should be prescribed. It should be something that the doctor tells us when you have a kid. Now, don't forget, make sure they're playing their TurboGrafx 16. I mean, make sure that's happening. So anyway, Chris Courage, what is up, Chris? It's been a while since we've chit chatted. It's good to see you back, man. Carl, Cyrus, do you have a wallet full of pictures of your TurboGrafx systems? I have an album. I have multiple albums. I break them out when the other consoles come to visit, and we look at the TurboGrafx pictures, and it's me with the TurboGrafx by the ocean. Here we are playing volleyball. Now this one was when we went to this really amazing botanical garden in Dallas. Oh, what a special day that was. Yeah, this sort of thing. Rhea. What's up, Rhea? Rhea, how you doing? How you doing, Rhea? How you doing? Born distracted. Cy is an editing connoisseur. I'm a connoisseur. I'm not just a carnivore. I'm a connoisseur. We need a National TurboGrafx 16. I think you're correct, sir. In fact, the fact that we don't have one is a testament to our failures as society. Thank you for pointing this out. Down Phoenix is very woke when it comes to TurboGrafx. He is a TurboGrafx woke person. I don't know. Thank you, sir. Your contribution is noted. Raya, oh, hey, yeah, she's saying hi to everybody. Okay, so, yeah, like here's the Saturn one. I reused some of my own assets. Reused Cyrus assets. This is from my Saturn video that I made. I figured it would make a nice little addition. And what's great about these templates that I made is, like, the picture's going to go here for this, but I can actually move stuff around in here and put things in different places. Like, this is all, none of this stuff is set in stone, so to speak. Here's the Nintendo 64 one. Put the picture on this side over here. Here's the Jaguar, the Atari Jaguar. I like this one a lot. I put a lot of extra work into this one. Let's see if I can make this one full screen. There you go. Rawr! That's for you, Rhea. Rawr! Jaguar. 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 Yep. Anyway. Super Nintendo has put the little picture over here on this side. Turbo woke. That's right, sir. Carl says, I would love to play TurboGrafx games, but I don't want to pay TurboGrafx prices. Yeah. If you're buying the actual CDs and cartridges or turbo chips, that is not feasible anymore. It is beyond the scope of reality. There's the XEGS. My favorite computer. Switch. PlayStation 2. We'll go on over here, obviously. Sega Genesis, as my Australian friends would say. Sega Genesis. PlayStation. Picture goes over here, obviously. PS3. There we go. Look at that one. That's pretty. Lots of room over here for that. Here's the Atari 2600. Extra room over here. 7800, I kept it really simple. Really simple. Because it's a simple console. It's a simple console. So, Atari 5200. And GameCube. I like this one. I did some extra work on this one. Stuff goes over here, obviously. Carl says, I have my Xbox Series X for retro gaming. There you go. That's a good point. It can do a whole bunch of good old stuff as well as new stuff. Wait, no Stadia pics? Hater. That's right. What's up, Ryan? How you been? Chris says, Carl's Meg, just to get a generic turbo EverDrive or load up a hacked Wii. Yeah, you can do a lot with a Wii. Absolutely. 32X. Stuff can go over here. I still have a few that I haven't done. Sega CD. Here's the Dreamcast. That one's pretty good. I like that one. Put stuff for the Dreamcast over here. I did all these I mean, some of this stuff I had to like edit from actual assets, you know, but I put all these together. So like this, the background was edited and redone, and I'm putting all this stuff together. I didn't just like take these backgrounds. Here's the Intellivision one, when I finally decided to do Intellivision shit again. Neo Geo. Of course, you got to have Neo Geo. I made it red just for Panda. Panda hates the color red. He's a red racist. He's a gaming racist against red, the color. I'm in protest of Panda because of that. I actually have a graphic I can show you I made for him. This is for Panda. So deal with it. Deal with it, Panda. Yes, that is Panda's face. Here's the Wii U. The Wii U. This is my actual Wii U unit with all my crap. So I put a lot of work into these. I'd still need to do some other ones like the Xbox 360. There's a few other ones in my handheld stuff and things like that. But I've been busy. I've been busy working on stuffs. All right, let's see. So there's that. All right, let's see what's going on in the chat. I'm sure I've missed stuff here. Side, didn't you have an Atari XL800? I have an XEGS. An XEGS, not an XL800. In fact, I had that up just a second ago. I'll put it back up. Hang on, I'll show you. Because this is a photograph of my actual box for my XEGS. That right there. And I have that because John Retro Bro got this for me. I bought it off of him. He got a good deal on it, and I absolutely love it. I was actually playing this earlier today. It's awesome. Ryan says, I've been well. How you say? Oh, I'm good. I haven't been on the Minecraft in a while. I just haven't played it much, you know. But yeah, I've been good. Sting. I remember the old Sting references. E-King. Carl, your Xbox can emulate TurboGrafx 16 nicely if you can get it set up that way. Oh yeah, that's right. You can put RetroArch on the Xbox Series X and you don't have to do anything. You don't have to crack it or nothing. Right. I forgot. They've given you some nice options with that console. Born Distracted Side, do you have any wet carpet pics? I do, but I'm not going to go through and try to find them right now, but I actually do. Not that you would need to see, weirdo. What a weird thing to ask. Go lay down. Go lay down. No, go lay down. Go. Everybody wait till he goes. Go on. Go night-night. Anyway. Down Phoenix says, I bet he's turning red right about now. Oh, yeah. Wii U. I have to do part deuce for my Nintendo documentary at some point. I enjoyed doing that documentary. It was fun. Sai is working on a water park for his cats. Oh, wow. I'd watch videos of cat water park. I would too. That would be interesting. I'm not sure it would be what you want it to be, though. I don't think that it could live up to the hype. It would just be a bunch of really pissed off cats staring at the camera. Down Phoenix says, by the way, that Brock the Investigator is a great game, you hater. It was a little bit much. I was watching this game that Down Phoenix was playing the other night, and it was like, I felt like watching the game, I was having sort of an existential crisis. Like I started to question myself and rethink the choices of my life. I started to think about how old I am and the failures that I've had, and old regrets and lost loves. It wasn't like normally I play video games to sort of escape reality, but this game that you were playing, that Down Phoenix was playing the other night, it seemed to like hold a mirror up to me and make me question who I am. So anyway, but it looked really cool. It had really good like animated like artwork, and it was a little bit wordy. There was a lot of talking and text and voice. It was a lot, but I'm sure it got better as it went. Ryan says, I haven't been on the Minecraft server in a while either. I should go visit. Yes. Carl says, I will have to tell you about my creep defense that I came up with for Minecraft. Yes. I think you talked about this a little bit once, Carl. Like you had this whole intricate defense perimeter that you had created. I think you did talk about it a little bit once. So I would definitely, I would like to hear more. Would you like to hear more? Yes, I would. Ryan says, I want to see a cat scuba diving. I think there actually have been people that have had cats that they took scuba diving, believe it or not. I think I've seen a video a long time ago where somebody put a little helmet, I guess is the word, on the cat, little round glass helmet thing on the cat, and the cat was down there swimming in the water. Seemed like it enjoyed the process of it, but my cats would not. My cats would as soon as they got out of that situation, I would be a dead man. They would make sure that was the last time that I ever put them in any water ever. I would put them in water, so they would put me in the ground. If you know what I'm saying. Yeah, it has that effect. It's deep. Yeah. I've got a game that I might play tonight if I feel like it, depending on how long I decide to stream. I have it running right now in the background. Everybody's talking about Ninja Turtles. Obviously, this is the summer of Ninja Turtles, right? We were all excited when that last Ninja Turtles game came out, and then now they've got the collection out. It's $40, but it's a lot of money for Ninja Turtles, but it's got a lot of games in it, and it has online play. So, of course I want to get that at some point, but I don't know if I want to pay that much for it. It doesn't have all the Ninja Turtles games in it, though. For example, it doesn't have this one. Although I think that a lot of people have said some really terrible things about this game. I think it's pretty fun. I actually enjoy this game, but I know there's a lot of people that don't. A lot of people have talked endless crap about this game here. So I might play it in a little bit. I don't know, maybe. It's loading. It's sitting there ready to go if I decide I want to do it. This is on my Xbox 360. We'll see. It's a cactus barrier of the surround. Yeah, that's right. You told me that. The cactus barrier. That's a really good idea. That's a really smart idea, Carl. I appreciate that. I definitely should do that. Did I miss the channel update? Oh, not really. I haven't really said anything about the channel update, other than just showing the thumbnails that I was working on. Brian says, if cats had hands, they would steal guns and shoot us. Yeah, they would take over. Absolutely. I mean, they already have taken over, though. So how do we know that they can't kill us? We just know that they aren't killing us. We don't know that they can't. You know what I'm saying? Eating Pace says, Turtles in Time reshelled. I didn't know about that version, honestly. Oh, it's pretty cool. We might check it out in a little bit. As far as the channel update goes, so yeah, I've got all these thumbnails that I was working on. That's one thing I wanted to talk about a little bit. Just, that's sort of been occupying my free time lately. I've just been working on a ridiculous number of these thumbnails. They're templates that I'll be using for various different game captures and things that I put up on the channel. So I've got a lot of old TurboGrafx videos that are going to be going online. I've mentioned that before. They're just going to keep coming, but I wanted to mix in other things too, and I didn't want to just put them all out at once. I did want everybody to know, because I haven't really talked about the future of the channel too much. I haven't really talked about my plans or anything. I know that it's been frustrating for my friends and people that have been subscribed to me in the past, because let's just face it, I've made it really difficult to be a subscriber. I keep deleting my channels. I keep starting over. I've done it, I don't know, 3 times. So I wanted to just give everybody, an assurance. I wanted to let everybody know I will not be doing that again. There will not be, this channel's not going to be taken down. Not by me. I will not be deleting videos. I will not be leaving YouTube. I will be on this platform indefinitely, and I will keep this channel going. So this is my permanent new channel. This is the channel that will be around for, the foreseeable future. So I will just keep adding to this channel, and we'll see how it develops and grows and things like that. But I wanted to let you know, in case you were wondering, is this the real channel, or is Cy going to start over again, or whatever? No, this is it. This is it. This is the channel. This is what I'm going to be doing. And there won't be any more rebooting of things. So there are some differences on this channel from my previous channels. And I guess I should talk about some of that stuff, since I haven't really mentioned any of my different thinking too much, my philosophy of things. But I will say I have learned a lot from making a lot of mistakes. So I'm trying to just keep this channel focused on video games, my experience with video games, sharing that with other people, and having good times with people that are trying to have a good time, which is really what I always wanted to do, but things got derailed by myself and because of circumstances. I will not be on camera. I might eventually do something with a webcam at some point, but I don't have a webcam even hooked up to my computer anymore. The camera that I use for the segments that you see in my videos, where I'm filming, like I'm shooting video of my consoles or whatever, that's just my phone. So there's not going to be the same type of video where I'm on camera as it used to be. And that's just because I think that it works better for me. It gives me a lot more flexibility in what I'm doing, and it's just something that I feel better about. So there's that. I am thinking about starting a new regular weekly show. I've been thinking about this for a while. I'm not sure what day it would happen on, but I am thinking about doing a regular weekly show. And I'm trying to figure out exactly how I want to do it and what the show should consist of and things like that. So if you guys have ideas, or if you have preferences about things that you would like to see or would not like to see, I'm open to suggestions. But I will tell you, and I'm going to say this right now, there is a pinned comment in the chat right now if you haven't read it, and I'll mention this real quick. I am not interested in talking about the Intellivision Amico ever again. I'm really not. I think I've said everything and then some. I think I've said everything I could possibly say and then some about that whole situation. I have no animosity for anybody, and I have no reason to continue talking about it. I would like to just move on from it as best I can. I mean, I'll probably never be able to escape its gravity, but I would like to, at least for my part and on my channel, just move on from that. So I did do a stream recently where I answered a whole bunch of questions about various things, and I was, trying to be as accommodating as I could be for people that really felt like they didn't understand where I was coming from or didn't know enough about my motivations for things or even just what happened. So I was trying to explain some of that stuff, but I'm not doing it anymore. I don't think there's a reason to. I think by now, if you have questions about any of that stuff, there's plenty of other places you can go to find out. There's a lot of people that have a lot of opinions about what happened and about what I did and what I said and how I was involved. And there's nothing wrong with you learning about all that from other people, even people that don't particularly like me. That's fine, but I need to move on from that. So it is what it is. So anyway, let me catch up on the chat, guys. I'm sorry. I'm falling behind on that again. Let's see. Ryan says, I'm pretty sure Cats took out JFK. I can't prove it, though. Well, it's good you can't prove it because you would be putting yourself in harm's way by mentioning that, Ryan. Down Phoenix says, cats don't kill their bigger prey. They just subjugate them. We eternally have to provide them their food, shelter, and entertainment. This is true. Cats are the overlords of the universe. Yes, sir. Carl says, each cactus must be separated from one another by one space. That's a really smart idea, Carl, because then you can sort of like filter them in. That's really good. Carl has ideas, and I would like to say something I haven't got to say in a long time, but I miss saying. Carl is correct. Carl is correct. This needs to be a t-shirt, Carl. Eating Pace says, yeah, I have had to hunt you down twice now. I'm really sorry about that. I really am. I am sorry, but it won't be happening again. This channel's not going to be going anywhere unless I get taken down by somebody else or by YouTube. I don't plan to take it down myself. Down Phoenix says, yeah, no more deletes from you. If you want a break, just take the break. Yeah, I got you. I get it. I get it. Happy to hear it. Thank you, sir. Born to Strike says, I'm glad you changed the name of your channel. Yeah, it was time to move on from old things. It was just time. There's a lot of baggage with that name, and it was time to move on. Ryan says, Sigh, it's kind of fun chasing down your new channels. It's like whack-a-mole. Yeah, pretty much. Carl says, Cyrus, me and you could be in a brotherhood of YouTubers, sir, brand, or delete their channels. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. We're in the club. We're in the cult of delete. The delete cult. Ryan says, just put a pic of Vin Diesel. Close enough. I'm a big fan of Vin Diesel, if you guys don't know. I really like Vin Diesel. Maybe not more of his more recent stuff, but I've been a fan of his for a long time. I think he's awesome. Sorry. If you find that offensive, I apologize. Born Distracted, it's called Size Cat Circus. That's what my everyday life is the cat circus. In fact, I hear that circus music playing in my head every time I wake up and I see the cats. It's like I'm spinning plates. Meow 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 meow. It goes on and on like that. Down Phoenix says, make it like an early 90s video game show. Oh my goodness. Feel the power. Video power. You remember that show, Video Power? Oh, I love that show. Eating Pace. Yeah, I assume that topic would be offside here. I didn't come here to talk about it. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. E-King. Yes, Side did a great stream discussing it the other day. Chris Courage, weekly show. Maybe do something similar to a podcast format. Just pick a new topic every week and talk about it. Maybe have a guest on here or there. They have experience with said topic. Yeah, that's a good idea. That is a good idea, Chris. Carl is correct often. Yes, he is. That is true. Born to Strike says, Moogle has purty teeth. Yes, he does. And he uses them pretty regularly. Moogle likes to bite. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, but Moogle is kind of an asshole. Like, he's beautiful. He's a beautiful cat. He knows that he's beautiful, though, as most beautiful things do. And it's always the pretty ones that hurt you. And Moogle does. Like, he will let you pet him. He wants you to pet him. He'll come up and he'll expect you to pet him. And after you pet him a couple times, he will bite the shit out of you. And then he'll look at you like, how dare you pet me? That's Moogle. He's a wonderful cat. He can be very sweet, but he's also kind of a jerk. Carl says, fun fact, you cannot put two cactus together in Minecraft. That's interesting. I don't think I ever tried to do that. Albert Menendez. How's it going, Albert? I've seen Albert hanging around with the Evil Knievel. How you doing, Albert? Vin Diesel is hot. Mm-hmm. Eating paste. I love the Pitch Black Riddick movies. I think those movies are great. And the game is really good too. Both of those games. I have, what is it? Butcher Bay, Escape from Butcher Bay on the PS3, I think. Pretty cool game. Vin Diesel's been in a lot of great movies. He actually has. He's been in a bunch of really good ones. Albert says Vin Diesel should star in the new G.I. Joe movie. Oh, yeah. That'd be cool. Knock around boys. Oh, yeah. E. King says, Glunky Smeat is tasty. Okay. Eating paste. Vin Diesel is just like Moogle. He knows he's beautiful. I guess so. Albert says, Moogle will lick Sheba out my ass? What? Okay. Butcher Bay's a dope. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Eating paste. Oh, yeah. Escape from Butcher Bay is a great game. Yeah, I have to play through the whole thing. I never have gotten all the way through it. I have to do that one of these days because it's pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna bring this up. We'll see if I don't know how far I'll get because I get distracted when I try to play games and do a stream, but I'll play a little bit. All right. Normal, hard, and hardcore. Ooh, that one you play in the nude. And we'll do normal. Leonardo, Michelangelo, Raphael, Donatello. That's it. You don't get any more than that for this game. Well, I think I'll go with Donatello, right? Most people like Donatello. PS4 is a Neo Geo AES beast. I agree with you. Muscle Mark, welcome to broadcast. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I have a bunch of Neo Geo games on my PS4. Tricombe 79, why the shell not? Yes, sir. Down Phoenix, whoa, side, not playing the Cowbungy collection? I know, blasphemy, how dare I? Who do I think I am? Who does this Cyrus person think he is? Turtles collection is fire! It's fire! Fire! For those about to turtle, we salute you! Hardcore for me, closer for the week. That's true. Carl says, I love the pacifier. Oh, yeah. I think Vin Diesel makes movies that people like to watch, but a lot of people don't like to admit it. You know, for some reason. He's like a guilty pleasure. Guilty pleasure. Vin Diesel. All right. This is obviously a lot more fun if you can play multiplayer. But it's still pretty cool. I don't know why people don't like this game. They really talk a lot of crap about this. John hates this game. Boom shakalaka. All right, let me catch up on the chat real quick. John, what are you doing here? What are you? I was talking about you. Were your ears burning? Oh my god, I'm so far back on the chat already. His Peter Panda dance was a tour de force. This is on the Xbox 360 down, Phoenix. E King, Steven Seagal would mind control Vin Diesel in 5 seconds. Well, he is Steven Seagal. Muscle Mark, who bought a PS5 to play Super Nintendo games like Turtles in Time? Me. Fair enough. That sounds dirty. Thank you, Tricone. Thank you. Any pace. John hates this version of the game or hates Turtles. No, he loves Turtles in Time. He loves Turtles in Time. Yeah, I gotta get down to the chat. I see he's already talking about it. Down Phoenix, I think it's the whole way movement works. It's because it moves like 3-dimensionally. Yeah, that's true. Evening to yourself, retro bro. Evening to yourself. Eating paste. I know he likes the Hyperstone heist a lot more. Dude, the Hyperstone heist is fire! It's fire! Hyperstone heist is amazing. Speak of the devil. Wait, I gotta do my Bane voice for that. Speak of the devil, and he shall appear. Evening, bro. Which Turtles game is this? This is Turtles in Time Reshelled. Any Sai was just saying terrible things about you, bro. Yes, the worst things. John says, hey, Albert Menendez, funny you sent me that link. I love that RX Muscle podcast. Okay. Anyways, he said you don't like this game. Do you have any comment on this? Yes. Defend yourself, sir. Defend yourself. Order in the court. All right, you may speak. John says, as expected, eating paste. That's funny. What was said? Only that you absolutely despise this game and you consider it beneath you. The worst Turtles game ever made. Worst game ever. This sort of thing. It's Bro Saint Bro. Oh my god. Hit the like button. Like the hit button. Tell the like button that you love it. Make sweet, sweet love to the like button down by the fire. Tell the like button that you just want to be friends, but you really do like it anyway. Born Distracted, hey bro, is the script for the Bro Sci Buddy Cop film finished yet? Oh my god, this movie has been years in the making. Years in the making. Fake news. No one believes it. Everyone agrees. John says, Hyperstone Heist is better than Turtles in Time. I said what I said. Damn! Starting the fire. Starting some shit tonight. John with a super hot take. And with Turtles fresh on everyone's mind, he is going to incur the wrath of the internet for that. 16 response videos have begun to be filmed right now. Good luck, John. I don't envy what you'll be going through. Godspeed, sir. Eating Paste says, yeah, Hyperstone is the better console game. Uh-oh. Eating Paste. Getting in on this action. He saw the sweet, juicy clicks from the hot take that John was going to get here, so he had to get in on this too. We are only on the second page, Born. Oh, wow. There are two people, those who like Turtles in Time more, and those who are wrong. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Carl says, I'm going to load my Xbox Series X up on Atari charged games. Hell yeah, dude. Carl, those games are badass. I've got some on my Switch and some on my PS4. I should have got them all on one thing, but I'm stupid. So I made my life difficult. But yeah, those games are badass. Good job, Atari. Down Phoenix says, but anyway, if you want to play a bad Turkles game. Turkles? Is that like Steve Urkel, but it's Ninja Turtles? He's like, cowabunga! And he like jumps out and he's like, did I do that? When he hits the barrel and it blows up and he's like, hee. I would absolutely play a Turkle game. That would be phenomenal. You've stumbled onto what might be the idea of the century. John says, Carl, when did you get a Series X? Yeah, that is a good question. When did this happen? Oh, they had one at Staples. Interesting. Shots fired. That's right. Guns up. Guns up. Carl says, I picked it up this month, Retro Bro. I'm recording the first one naked. Ooh. Anybody says, Grats, Carl. Always fun to pick up a new system. Carl, are you using RetroArch on the X? Ryan says, easy with the Turtles drama. Sigh. Doesn't want to lose this channel. That's true. What are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? I don't want to lose this channel. I just doubled down. I just committed to not taking this channel down, and you're gonna get me canceled off the internet. Carl says, guys, I do not spend that kind of money just so I could turn it into an emulation machine. Sorry. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, you can still play the regular games even though you do that. It's not like you have to do one or the other. Eating Paste, I spend way more money on emulation machines than I do consoles to play current games with. John says, I gotta go to bed. I'll catch on a replay. Dude, thanks for coming. Thank you for being here, John. Even though you absolutely hate the game that I'm playing, and I love it. We can still be friends and disagree. How about that? Wouldn't that be something? If we could have friends that we disagree with and still be friends. Crazy concept. Carl says, actually, it's funny you mentioned that because 2 games I bought for the Xbox first are 360 games. That's a good point. Things got spicy in here rather quickly. Yes, they did. All right, let's kill some more foot soldiers. Do you kill the foot soldiers or do you just destroy them? They're robots, right? You can't kill robots. I don't know. If a robot develops sentient intelligence and becomes like self-aware, could you kill it then? Or would it still just be a machine that you destroy? Oh no. It's the giant Cyrus. Ugh. I like the graphics in this game. I think it looks really cool. The balls on this game. The balls on this game. All right, let me check chat again. Ugh, so hard to do two things at once. Nice to you, steamroll through, bro. Carl says, both of you are wrong. The best Turtles game is Turtles in Time Reshell, and don't forget it. Wow, Carl with the super hot take. In a world where robots become sentient. If it's self-aware... Oh, wait. If it's self-aware, you can kill it. There you go. That's Sai after he gets off a frustrating day at work. Alright. Oh, yeah. I got you. Ryan says, my PS3 became self-aware in 2014. The self-processor is no joke. I'm trapped. Send help. Jesus. Alright, pour one out for Ryan. Carl says, I am only wearing underwear. Oh, thank you for the announcement. Now we know. And yeah, balls out. No, not Carl. No. We're good. We're good. Eating pace. Yeah, the graphics are good. They're the style that ages well. I think it's pretty good. I think it looks pretty good. Down Phoenix says, why do you think the next company to enter the console space? Oh, what do you, excuse me. Who do you think, if it help if I got the correct word, who do you think the next company to enter the console space will be? I'd wager either Amazon or Apple. I think that's a good question. I kind of think that companies are trying to get out of the console space more than into the console space. I think the idea, I mean, Microsoft seems to have the idea that they're basically going to eventually make Xbox just like an app, like a service that you can get on whatever device you have, basically. It seems like Sony and Nintendo have similar aspirations with like services and games as a service and all this kind of stuff. So I don't know. I kind of don't think any major company is going to get into the console space. And I'll tell you what, with Stadia failing the way it did, companies look at that kind of stuff and they don't say, like a big company like that is not looking at Stadia's failure as saying, well, it would have worked if it wasn't streaming. They're not looking at it like that. They're looking at it like, hey, a major, huge corporation tried to get into this and it didn't work. So I don't know, So I don't know. I could be completely off base, but that's just what I'm thinking. Born to Strike says, you ever thought what went through Darth Vader's mind when he saw C-3PO in Empire Strikes Back? If you try to like reason out the actual timeline of Star Wars and try to make it make sense, it's difficult because, the fact is those movies that were made in the past without any knowledge of what was going to happen with the other movies that came out later. This retroactive thing that they've tried to do has been problematic in a lot of ways. I just try to enjoy the movies and just say, they're not perfect. They're like any movie is not, no movie is perfect. Even the Lord of the Rings movies are not perfect. So yeah, but it is, yeah, it's a good question. It is a good question. 80P says the Terminator voice. Oh, yeah. I do random voices sometimes. That's sort of a thing for me, I guess. Sure. Tricomb says, you're a funny dude. Make sure to utilize that in your new content adventures. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Born to Strike says, don't you remember Apple once tried before? Oh, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, that is true. That didn't go very well. Carl says, if we are going to talk about robots, when do we start talking about robot porn? Carl, asking the tough questions, the right questions, the real questions. Carl is correct. When are these questions going to begin? Because inquiring minds need to know. Down Phoenix, yeah, but it was Apple under Scully who didn't know what he was doing. Damn it, Scully! Damn it, Scully! What'd you do, Scully? Steve Jobs shows back up at Apple. Damn it, Scully! What the hell, Scully? Walking around, Scully? Why did you do that, Scully? Scully. Oh, Scully. That should be a sitcom. Steve Jobs and Scully. Who would play them? Who would play them in the sitcom? Eating paste. Amazon will not make a real console. They may ship a product that stream games, but Amazon will never ship a competitive console. I think that's probably true. Amazon is all about, like, you know, the cloud, the amorphous vapor of mist. What? Anyway, you know what I'm saying. Eating paste, they have way too much invested into internet services to not do a streaming service. Yeah, I agree with that. It's probably going to happen at some point. E-King, consoles are going to become obsolete. They will become all digital set-top boxes like Nvidia's Shield, but more powerful. I actually think they're not even going to be boxes. I think they're just going to be apps on your TV, built into whatever device you have, on your phone, on your TV. It'll all just be one app, and you can just, like, play your game on your phone, pause it, close the app, open the app on your TV, and play on your TV. Once the internet gets fast enough for latency to really not be a problem, which it is in some places already, but once the internet gets better, that's what's going to happen. I think that's the writing is on the wall. Like physical devices for gaming. I mean, I guess there'll probably always be some kind of controllers that you can buy, but I don't even think that those will be around forever. I think at some point they'll figure out how to just make it all this, you know, cloud thing, and your experience will just be related to whatever device you're playing on in some way. So that's what I think. That's what I think. Down Phoenix says maybe, but honestly, TVs can do the streaming apps now. I know I've deemed some TVs with Stadia. You've seen some. You haven't deemed them. You've seen them. It's not you who decided this, Down Phoenix. You've seen it. You're not the one in charge, sir. Yeah, you're right. You're right. There's TVs out there that are pretty powerful. Down Phoenix also says, speaking of Lord of the Rings, you excited for Rings of Power? Kind of. And kind of not, because I'm hearing a lot of mixed things about it, so I don't know what to think. But I do want to see Rings of Power. I do want to see the show. I have been watching the House of the Dragon, the new Game of Thrones show, and so far so good. It's actually very enjoyable. I'm having a good time with that. It feels like Game of Thrones, so I'm cool with that. Born Distracted says, Down Phoenix, doesn't Samsung stream xCloud? Okay. And he confirms this. Confirmed by Down Phoenix. Eating pace. I've never stopped talking about robot porn. Well, that's true, and that's fair. And you know what? We do owe you an apology because this is a subject that you've cared about for a long time. You've promoted. You've been a proponent of robot porn. I know if you could afford to be, you would be a robot porn lobbyist for Congress. But just the efforts that you make online are notable, and I think you've made a difference. So thank you. Thank you for your contribution, sir. Thank you. Carl says, as I recall, hearing Apple already tried to enter the console space and failed. Yeah. Once upon a time. Damn it, Scully! Damn it, Scully! Gotta have Ashton Kutcher as Jobs. Oh, wait. Ryan says, I'll go against the grain. Uh-oh. I predict the future consoles will run unleaded gas. Hot take. Hot take from Ryan. I can't get behind this idea. I want to support you, Ryan, because I believe in you. And normally you have very significant and believable and just good ideas. You have good ideas, Ryan, normally. But a gasoline-powered video game console, look, I would be able to handle it just fine. It wouldn't be a problem. But some people, it could be a problem. And I mean, and what I'm talking about, obviously, is people that would huff that gas. Because if you've got a console and it's in your living room and you're bored and you got nothing else going on, I mean, there's a lot of people going to get brain damage huffing that gas out of their consoles. I'm just saying. And then I guess there's a fire danger too, or whatever, you know, whatever. I just can't support it. Sorry. And gas prices are not good, so I would hate to have to pay gas prices for playing my video games. Eventually we will be streamed into the cloud to play the games. Yeah. We will actually be streamed and the games will be real. That's what will happen. Tricom says Sega and Hudson Soft should partner to create a new console. I'd buy it. Sir, Tricom, you have ideas and you are welcome on this channel, sir. A Sega Hudson Soft console sounds amazing. Although I don't think Hudson Soft is really around anymore. I think that they were acquired by Konami and then they did what they did, but it's a dream and I support dreams. So I believe in what you're saying. Much more than the gasoline powered console. Now, if they made a gasoline powered Hudson Sega console, I would be torn. I wouldn't know what to do. I would be paralyzed not knowing whether to support that or not. And then I would get accused of being a fence sitter and have relentless attack videos made about me. So let's all just hope and pray that doesn't happen. Eating Pace says physical media isn't long for this world, but I think Nintendo might just keep selling dedicated handheld hardware. Hardware. This is a new term. Like, I've never heard this term. I think you meant to hit H, but I'm going to say you didn't. I'm going to say that cardware is the word you were actually going for there. Hardware. I like this. It's a cartridge and it's hardware. Hardware. It could be, you may have meant to do that. I mean, you got to tell me. I don't know. That's a brilliant combination of words there. It's like J-Lo. Hardware. You know? What are they? Batfleck. Batfleck. Hardware. I see down there, cardware equals hardware. Big typo. I got you. All right, fair enough. Ruined my fun, because this would have been a great word, but whatever. Fine. Down Phoenix says, yeah, House of the Dragon is very good so far, but I've noticed they cheaped out on the costumes and wardrobes. The white hair looks bad. Well, I'm fine with it. It's whatever, you know. I'm not like, oh my God, the hair. I was with the show. Seemed good. Everything, cinematography seemed pretty good. The CGI looked great. The dragons, but the hair, I just can't support this show without proper hair. I'm out. I'm out. I don't know. It's not that big a deal to me, but it is a little bit. I see what you're saying. It is a little bit of like a, kind of could have been better there. Could have been a little better there. But if that's the worst complaint we have is the hair, I mean, that's pretty good, right? Born Distracted, I heard Megan Thee Stallion is joining the MCU. I don't know what that means. I know that MCU is the term some people would like to use for the MCU. It's like I get it. It's funny or whatever. But who the hell is Megan Thee Stallion? I don't even know who that is. I haven't seen half of, or more than half. Honestly, I'll tell you what. Since I saw Endgame, the only other Marvel thing that I've really watched was I watched a couple episodes of that WandaVision, which I did not like. And then I watched that Spider-Man, which I did like with all the different Spider-Man guys. And then I watched that, the Doctor Strange, and I did not like that at all. So I haven't watched any of these other shows or none of this stuff. I'm really out of the loop on the whole MCU thing. I'm kind of burned out on comic book movies, really, anyway. I felt like that for a while. I can appreciate one here or there, but for the most part, I'm just not as big a fan of that kind of movie as I used to be. It's just too many. It's just too much. All these shows and movies and stuff. After a certain point, it kind of gets to be a little old. Any pace, the hottest take is that the console will run off leaded gas. Oh, well, sir, that's inappropriate. You're going to be canceled for that. I hope you realize what you've done. I thought you were supposed to be in bed, by the way. Go lay down. Go put your nose in the corner. I'm going to draw a circle on the wall. Put your nose, okay, right here. Put your nose in the circle. Think about what you've done. Methane, or methane, as my Australian friends will tell you. Methane. Ryan says, that's true, Si. We don't need a gas-huffing gamer epidemic. Consoles will use solar power. All right. Yeah. Eating paste. I think I can huff those solar panels, Ryan. I'll show you. If anybody can do it, you can do it. You'll be eating paste and huffing your solar panel, having a great time. The future of power. Coal. Damn you. Coal, of course. Yes, I did find something special there. Ryan says, not my Game of Thrones hair. Hashtag, the hair is fake. Fake hair. Everyone agrees. Fake hair. Try comes this Game of Pones. Oh, wow. Yes. Eating paste. I have completely stopped watching all Marvel content. Damn. Another hot take. Sheesh, this chat room is literally an inferno. There's so much fire in here. Holy crap. It's a shady inferno because there's just ridiculous amounts of shade and fire. And it's salty. It's a salty, shady inferno. Down Phoenix says, yeah, I'm burned out over comics. I want to see more stuff like Top Gun, and also medieval stuff is always welcome to me. There you go. It's hard to disagree with you, Down Phoenix. It is hard to disagree with you. Unless, of course, we're talking about an existential game that makes you question your place in the world and the past mistakes that you've made, that seems like it looks really cool because it has really good animation and it's well produced, but there's just an endless stream of dialogue and text on the screen. Anyway, never mind. I'll leave this alone. I'm sorry. I might be going a little overboard with it looked like, I'm sure it's a good game. Ryan says, I'm burnt on the superhero thing too. Eating Pace says, I just saw the Dragon Ball movie, and the next one I want to see is Avatar. Oh, okay. I have not seen the Dragon Ball movie, so I don't know what to say about that. This chat is on fire! Alright. Back to killing the robots. Ah. Baxter. Ah, damn you, Baxter. Damn you to hell. Ah, you and your gun. It seems like the foot soldiers could have had guns, and it would have been a lot easier to kill the Ninja Turtles, you know, at some point. Ah, damn it. Ooh, ah. Oh, this crap. I forgot he does this. You remember when they used to have, oh, sorry. You remember when they used to have these little machines like outside of the stores? Like you go to the grocery store or like Walmart or whatever, Target. And they have these little machines. You put a quarter in, you turn the thing, and you get like this little plastic bubble. And it would have like a toy in it, or it would have candy or something. They used to sell these little sticky like things like inside these little balls, and you'd buy them. You could like fling the sticky hand and stick it to people and stuff. That's what this thing is that he shoots out, right? It's supposed to be like that. I don't know if you even know what I'm talking about, but those were fun as hell back in the day. Yeah! Eat it, son! Cowabunga! Alright, let me see what's going on in the chat. Side, did you watch Star Trek Strange New Worlds? I have not seen it. I don't have the CBS app right now. So, no, I have not seen that. I didn't see the second season of Picard either, and I actually liked the first season. I know, hot take, hot take. Side, do you remember the Morris the Cat 9 Live? Of course I remember Morris. Of course I do. I love those commercials. Down Phoenix, they got some slap bass going on for that boss fight. Oh, hopefully it's not too loud. Sorry about that if it is. Love Morris, yes. Ryan says, I remember those. Damn, that's a long time ago. As long as the foot soldiers don't shoot like stormtroopers do. Well, yeah. The hands, oh yeah, the sticky hands, yeah. Yeah. Born Strike says, I can picture Side doing a spoof of Morris the Cat with Moogle. Yeah, I could. I mean, I could try. He probably he's so difficult to work with. But I will say this, Moogle loves to be on camera. Like if he realizes that I'm taking pictures of him or doing video of him, he will absolutely ham it up and he'll put his head to one side and be like, this is my good side. This is over here. You know, make sure I'm in the light. You know, he loves being on camera. So this is a possibility. The Chuck Wagon commercials. Yeah, I remember all them old ass commercials from back in the day. Chris Courage says, my friends and I used to use those sticky hands to yank empty video boxes off the shelves at the local video store. That's funny. Yeah, we used to slap each other in the back of the head. We did so many things with those. Good times. Down Phoenix, you on board for Modern Warfare 2 this October? Yeah, I guess. I'm kind of not as into Call of Duty as I used to be. Maybe I'll get back into it, you know. I got to get back into it, I think. I don't have a PS5 or a new Xbox, so it would just be me playing it on PS4. But yeah, I'll have to see. I'll have to take a look at it. Ryan says he really is the Vin Diesel of cats. Yes, that's true. He is. Fair enough. Fair enough, sir.
Alley Cat Blues.
Alley Cat Blues. Oh yeah. Let go of me. So, do you guys remember, was that like maneuver where you fling them back and forth? Was that in Turtles in Time? Or was that first in Hyperstone Heist? I can't remember. I know it was in Hyperstone Heist. I just can't remember. Was that in Turtles in Time? I'm sure it was if it's in this game. I just don't remember it. That move right there. Uh-oh. Well, that was easy. I thought that was going to be more trouble than it was. This game does work with the analog and also the D-pad, so you can use either one. Alright, let me catch back up on the chat. I cannot do two things at once. You know this. You know this, man. Cy doesn't like COD because Xbox is buying it. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. I am a pony. I am a pony. I don't hate Xbox. I mean, I love the 360, you know? And I've had a lot of fun with the Xbox One when I owned an Xbox One. But, yeah, I'm more of a Sony guy. That's me. But I'm not, like, holding it against them or anything. I'm not mad that they're buying Call of Duty. Good for them, you know? Good for them. They're doing, you know, maybe it's good for the company and good for Activision. I don't know. So, we'll see what happens, right? Anyways, I think it's in the Turtles in Time too. Oh, okay. It probably is. I just for some reason don't remember that. I was like trying to remember it and just drawing a blank on that. Tricom says Microsoft is evil. If they were their own thing, I'd respect Xbox more. Oh. Well, I don't know that they're necessarily evil, but they've definitely done some evil stuff. Absolutely. So, yeah. Eating Paste says, I know it was in the arcade, and the arcade was the base for In Time. Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. You're right. You are correct. I concede this point. I will not contest this. Ryan says, say what you want about Xbox Sci, but know this. Phil Spencer loves you. Look, my relationship with Phil Spencer is well documented. So if you think that you're trying to publicly shame me right now by pointing out our long-standing affair, it's in the tabloids. We've said what we have to say about it. It's really none of your business. But if you insist on bringing this up yet again, I will just tell you, I love Phil Spencer. Phil Spencer loves me. There's nothing you can do that will ever tear us apart. So deal with it. I know, Ryan, I know. He's just not into you, okay? Phil chose me. Now Phoenix says Phil Spencer gave you Game Pass for your sins. He gave me more than that, sir. Tricom says, I'm Microsoft certified. They're confirmed evil. You're Microsoft. You're not just sure of what you're saying. You're Microsoft certified. That's funny. Good one. I like that. Ryan, repent. You'll never tear us apart, sir. We were meant for each other. Just because I'm a pony and he's an X-bot, that doesn't mean we can't love each other. Theirs was a forbidden romance. This summer. Cyrus Martin, Phil Spencer, Romeo and Juliet, Part 3. The Revenge. Ugh. What does that say on the ground? There's something written on the ground. I can't tell what it says. Doesn't matter. Yeah, son! Get some! Oh yeah, I can get this guy with the water. Take the water! Take all of it! What are you doing? What do you think of that? I can only bust one side of it. That sucks. I like it. You can go all the way back here. Whoop ass in the background. Oh, damn it. Or get your ass whooped in the foreground. Uh-oh. It's a mecha turtle. That looks awesome. We'll get to that in a second. Ooh. Eating Pace says, I'm into you, Ryan. It's okay. Damn you, Scully! Damn you to hell! This sitcom is getting better and better. We're putting together a really nice little cast here. Scyphil, that's right. We're a word now. We're a word. Tricom, this time it's personal again. Ryan says Cy and Phil in XX Xbox Series love. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Don't worry, I won't Game Pass on it. Arrgh. So I think this one you could probably make a case for being sentient. I think if I kill this guy, it's actually murder. So this might be the first murder that happens in this game. We'll see what happens when I beat him. I'm not sure. This game promotes murder. It promotes death. Well, I can't say that yet. I can't confirm it yet. We'll see what happens here in a second. Ah. Okay. Does he die? He dies. Oh my god. Oh my god. I just killed someone. Lock me up. Lock me up. Hashtag lock me up.
Sewer surfing.
Ooh, these guys. Love Pass. Ooh, Love Pass. We gotta have like a theme song. That's the name of the show. Love Pass. Hell yeah, dude. Tonight on Love Pass. Tricome, is it murder if they live on in your heart? Oh. Yeah. You know, I think what you're saying right now is pretty profound, but your logic is flawed, because that's the same type of shit that we had to listen to at the end of Titanic. You know? Clearly that woman murdered Jack. She killed him. She murdered him in cold blood. The coldest kind of blood ever. But the song said that her heart will go on or whatever. Like, oh, it's okay because she'll always remember him. Give me a freaking break. She killed that dude. All because she didn't want to get wet. Never forget. Never forget what happened. I'm just saying. This is cool. Look at this. I like this level. Look how they made it look. Nice graphics, man. Oh, my toe. My toe. Oh, my toe. Oh. Stop whining. You lack discipline. Ow. Controller vibrates every time I hit one of those, so it literally makes you, like, it leaves an impact on you. Just like Steve Jobs. Ah, damn it. I'm hitting everything. If it's possible to hit it, I'm hitting it. Holy crap. Those aliens are cool. Pizza monsters or whatever they are. Everything's pizza. Coincidence, isn't it? It's a hell of a coincidence. Ah! Damn it, I got one of them. Oh, yeah. How does the board know where I'm going to land, you know? I don't understand how that works. If they can figure that technology out, man, they can do some awesome stuff. We could be riding these boards to work every day. Ah! Damn it. Alright, let me see what's going on in chat. Damn you, Titanic. Yeah, we're all scarred forever because of that movie. Bye, folks. It's sleep time. Dude, have a good night. Thanks for being here. Muchos gracias. Your contributions for tonight have made a difference. Thank you. Although, I don't know about that game. I'm going to give you a hard time about that game every time I talk to you. Love you. Take care. Alright, back to the game. We'll do this for a little bit longer. Why not? Look at that. I like how it has the reflections and stuff on the walls from the water. That's cool. This game is badass. Okay. Uh-oh, here we go. Ah! Ooh.
Patience is wearing thin. I am banishing you to a time warp from which you shall never return.
All right. Keep your Barbie bored. I've got a pit bull now. Back to the Future. That's where I'm going. I'm going to the past, actually.
Prehistoric Turtlesaurus.
Manure. I hate manure. Man, I hadn't seen those movies in forever. Oh, crap. Damn you, flying dinosaur. Pterodactyl. Pterodactyl. Alright. Ryan says, I just read that the word cowabunga came from the Howdy Doody show in the 50s. Then surfers adopted it. Then Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm free to look up stupid facts all night. Awesome. Thank you, sir. So, Howdy Doody. Wow. In what context, I wonder, was it used? Like, what did cowabunga mean? When, like, it's interesting to... Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. Back then, on Howdy Doody, cowabunga was actually another term for cow feces. Like, oh, don't step in the cowabunga. Like, oh, man, I got cowabunga all over my brand new boots. And I got to go boot scoot boogie tonight. What we going to do? Hey, it's going to be in there anyway. Nobody will even know the difference. It's dark in there. It smells like that everywhere. This is Texas. All right, fair enough. I like how they gave that dude an axe. They're like, hey, take this axe, robot. Take this axe. You got to give the foot soldiers credit. You know, they're trying. You know, they really are. They're putting forth the effort. They get out there every day and they populate these random places throughout history just waiting for Ninja Turtles to show up. And then when the Ninja Turtles come, do they run? No, they fight, even though they know these Ninja Turtles are going to whoop everybody's ass because there's a history of that. It's well documented. There's multiple Ninja Turtle video games and TV shows, you know, and cartoons and movies that document what's going to happen to the foot. And they show up. You know, they're not just like, you know, riding the clock. They're actually out there every day really trying. I gotta respect that. They have a hell of a work ethic. Look at that light. That's cool looking. The shadow and everything. That's really cool.
Pizza time.
I'm impressed easily. So why was this game not included in the Turtles collection and the Cowabunga collection? Why is this game not in that collection? Do people hate this game so much that it's just not considered worth having? I know it was taken off of all the services, so you can't actually buy this game anymore. But that's all the more reason to include it in that collection, right? I wish I could get on that like in Golden Axe, but you can't. I'd love to play a Golden Axe like this, but like a good one. There is a Golden Axe like this for the PlayStation 2, but it sucks. But like a good Golden Axe that's like this, that'd be really cool. This game isn't in the collection because Retro Bro is right. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. Well, he is right usually.
Pizza time.
Uh-oh. Boss time. It's Clayface. Shouldn't you be fighting Batman? Ouch. Keep getting hit every time I touch him. Ah, damn it, ran right into him. Shell shot. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Ugh. One thing I don't like about this game is the bosses don't flash like they do in the regular Ninja Turtles game. And all the different Ninja Turtles games where they would, you know, flash to let you know they're about to die. Ugh, crap. Ugh. Run away! Do not want! Yeah! Shock it long and shock it hard. I'm gonna go out on a limb and just guess that Chief Thunderhood was played by a white guy. Okay, I don't know what that means, sir. I don't understand your reference.
Skull and crossbones.
Skull and crossbones. This is cool. Look at this. That's cool looking. Water and everything. That looks really great. What is your favorite Ninja Turtles game of all the Ninja Turtles games for every console and arcade and handheld and everything? What's your favorite one? And you can include the non-official Ninja Turtle games like the Retro Palooza game. What's your favorite Ninja Turtles game? Ugh. Okay, hang on. Oh, the cowabunga word was used by a character called Chief Thunder. I for some reason didn't see that. I don't know why. Cowabunga word was used by a character called Chief Thunder Thud on Howdy Doody. I'm sure it wasn't at all racist. Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying now. My bad. For some reason I didn't see that. I just looked right past it. My bad. Yeah, I got you. We're good. Tricom says, I was just researching what beat 'em ups to play next. This is like Golden Axe or Return of Death Otter mixed Death Otter? Did I say Death Otter? Oh my god. What a great parody that would be. Death Otter. He comes out. It's Death Otter. You killed my father, and I will have revenge upon you. Put down that stick. No, you will not imprison me in your fortress of wood. This is a big boat, and there's a lot of people on this boat, or robots. I wonder how much those robots weigh. How much do you think a robot the size of a person would weigh? Uh-oh. All right. Back to, oh shit, walked right into that. Ryan says, I almost bought the new Saints Row game. I'm glad I waited. Apparently it's very, very broken. Yeah, I heard a lot of people that were very dissatisfied with it. I wasn't sure if it was just a bad game or if it was just literally messed up. Apparently it's like every other major game release. It's all screwed up. Ow. Ah, damn it. Walked right into that one. Oh, and that one. What am I doing? Do I even know how to play video games? Oh my gosh. Ooh, it's raining. Oh, look at the lightning. That's cool. Uh-oh. Toka and Razor. What? Go, ninja. Go, ninja. Go, 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 go. I don't care what anybody says. I love that movie. The second Ninja Turtles movie. Yeah, I'm not crazy. I'm not going to say it's anywhere near as good as the first one, but it's still good. It's very entertaining. Arrgh. Oh, he changed back into a dog. That's funny. Yay! They're back to being cute. And so am I. Donatello getting bored. Yeah. The secret of the ooze. Ooh. Sounds like my wedding night. Yeah, I've heard terrible things. In real life, those big sea boats had like 200 plus crew. Oh, yeah. That's a good point. Choosing one is tough. I like OG, Arcade, Ninja Turtles, or Hyperstone the best, probably. Hyperstone is really good. It really is. You know, here's something that you might not realize. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't know. But the Super Nintendo version of Turtles in Time, which is fantastic. I'm not saying that it's not. It's absolutely fantastic. It's actually a little bit lower resolution than you might think. In fact, if you put it next to Hyperstone Heist has better graphics. Now, it doesn't have the translucency and the better color palette that the Super Nintendo has, but the graphics are higher resolution and more detailed on the Genesis version on Hyperstone Heist. Plus, the Genesis has such a fast processor that you can do a lot more on the screen. The game moves very fast. Hyperstone Heist is really good. Ryan says, Google tells me that the phrase pizza time comes from the 2004 Spider-Man 2 movie. I don't think that's I don't think that's true. Pizza time was a thing before 2004, sir. I believe Google is trying to rewrite history. It's insidious what they're doing over at Google, trying to change the history of Ninja Turtles. It's not appropriate. I cannot support this. Tricom says, I never owned a Super until I was an adult. Didn't know that. Yeah, that's the thing about the Super Nintendo, man. The CPU in the Super Nintendo is garbage. It really is. It's the Super Nintendo has the same speed processor as the Sega Master System. Now, for an 8-bit console, that's a very good processor. But for a 16-bit console, it's ridiculous. Genesis is twice as fast as a Super Nintendo. The Genesis did all but one game with just the hardware in the Genesis. No, there's all the cartridges that came out for the Genesis, except for Virtua Racing, are just taking advantage of the hardware that's already in the Genesis. In the Super Nintendo, it's like the NES. There's like all these extra chips they had to throw in just to get the damn thing to work how it at an acceptable level of speed without tremendous slowdown and flicker. And it's because Nintendo cheaped out on that processor. And the video, yes, it's very high color, and it looks, with the translucency effects and everything, looks great. Mode 7, everyone loves the Mode 7. But the damn resolution on the Super Nintendo is unfortunately a lot lower than the PC Engine TurboGrafx consoles or the Sega Genesis. And that's pretty weird. So, yeah, unfortunately, there's a lot of games on Super Nintendo that look a little bit muddy. They look a little bit soft, you know, because they're just a little bit lower resolution than the other consoles. So it's interesting. It's something I never realized back when I had a Super Nintendo on a CRT TV. I just never realized it. But yeah, now when you get to look at the games on a modern TV, or, you know, with RGB cables or something like that, it's pretty interesting to see the difference in resolution there. I love the Genesis. Yes, sir. Yeah, the Super Nintendo CPU is really slow. Absolutely. It's unacceptably slow. Tricom says, Super has a good palette and I like the sound, but that's crazy. Oh yeah, the sound processor on the Super Nintendo is amazing. The color palette is amazing. Obviously the Mode 7 effects are fantastic. And the Super Nintendo has a library of just tremendous bangers, just amazing games. But it's not a perfect console. It's not. It does have some issues. Ryan says, I'm still partial to Genesis, but now I feel like the Genesis and Super Nintendo are both a must own. I feel like I mean, I'm look at me. I'm obviously not going to be an objective source on this type of thing. I absolutely love that era of gaming. I think the 16-bit era is the pinnacle of video games. That's kind of what I think. I think there was some great stuff that happened after. There was some great stuff that happened before, but I personally feel like the 16-bit era, and that means Super Nintendo, Genesis, and TurboGrafx, that's as good as it has ever been. And I don't think it's ever going to be that good again, you know? There's other attempts to try to make games that look like those games or play like those games or take advantage of the type of gameplay that was popular at that time. And they do, there's great games that come out all the time, right? But I just feel like that era of gaming was just spectacular. And this is coming from a guy who absolutely loves his PlayStations and further back, my Ataris and my Intellivisions and stuff. So I'm not saying anything is garbage. I'm just saying 16-bit, I think, is the best. It's the best. For me, I think it's the best. The Genesis sounds like a Gwar concert. The Genesis has a great sound. It really has a great sound. I love that each of those three consoles, TurboGrafx, Genesis, and Super Nintendo, are so distinct. Like you can hear the music in a game and tell which of those consoles it is. You can see the graphics on screen, and for the most part, you can tell what console it is just by looking at it. That's what's so great about those is they're all three doing something different, but they're all three doing something that's the same also. So it's just this great mix of, variety. It's a really nice variety that all work really well. They complement each other very well. So I think you really should own all three of those. You really should. You should have a TurboGrafx or something that, plays TurboGrafx stuff, and you have to do the CD if you're going to do TurboGrafx. Otherwise if you're not doing the CD games, you're not doing TurboGrafx. I'm sorry. And you should have that. You should have a Genesis, and you should have Super Nintendo. Absolutely. If you just had those three and you didn't have any other game consoles, I think you would have more than enough super high quality entertainment to last you the rest of your life. Yeah. I absolutely think that's the best era of gaming. So anyway, Turbo Duo Master Race here. Hell yeah. You know me. I'm not objective. I'm not objective, sir. Oh, yeah. I was doing some game videos and stuff using emulation. I was talking about this on a stream I did a while back, not too long ago. and I was using emulators for like some of the stuff, and it's fun to do it that way. It's nice. It's a great way to enjoy those games. It's easier to do that for streaming and stuff like that. But it's, for me, I have the real hardware, and it's so much more fun to play on original hardware. It's just so, if you have the hardware, it's so much more fun to me. And maybe part of that is nostalgia. Maybe part of that is just my own personal familiarity with the controllers and how the games work on the hardware. And you get better, latency. You get better response rates and stuff. And especially for TurboGrafx, because you have the built-in turbo, and, I just really enjoy doing it on the real thing if I can. Ain't nothing like the real thing, baby. Ain't nothing like the real thing. Ooh. You know what I'm saying. Ryan says, Phil doesn't get upset that you prefer 16-bit. Look, what we do when we close the door, what goes on behind our door is none of your business, sir. Like, if the if the CRTs are rocking, don't come a knocking. You know what I'm saying? Ian Pace, yeah, for sure. The original controller is something I always strive to use. Absolutely. Yep. Tricom says, preaching to the choir. I have over 20 consoles, every one I've ever owned. Dude, I wish I had. I envy you, sir. I wish I still had all of my original stuff. I don't. I've had to rebuy stuff that I got rid of along the way, but I'm happy to have it again. I wish I would have been better about holding on to my stuff. But back in those days, it was like, in order to get something new, you had to sell the old thing, because we just didn't have any money, and it was so expensive to buy new stuff. So I was always selling the old stuff to get the new stuff every, generation, pretty much. So it sucks, but yeah, the real stuff is just amazing. Ryan says, it's too bad that TurboGrafx Mini wasn't too great. That was incredibly disappointing. I know that there's a lot of people that love the TurboGrafx Mini, and they have a lot of fun playing the TurboGrafx Mini. And I don't want to try to make people feel bad, because sometimes I feel like I can be kind of snobby. I can be kind of, console elitist, I can be kind of a jerk about this, and I'm really trying to be better about that. So I'm not trying to crap on other people's joy. If somebody's having a great time playing something, then good, awesome. I'm just happy they're experiencing the games, and they have some relationship with the TurboGrafx. That's fantastic. But yeah, if you know about the original stuff, and you know how it's supposed to play, and you're aware of the little, differences and stuff like that. Yeah, unfortunately, the TurboGrafx Mini is a little bit too different. I had some pretty substantial problems with the one that I had, and I don't know. And maybe not everybody has the same experience that I had. That's another thing. But mine it would just kept losing synchronization. The audio would be way off from what was happening on screen. The latency was like, it would get worse the longer you would play it. So it got to the point, like, if I had been playing for more than like an hour, I could press a button and literally see the movement happen after I took my finger off the button. It was really bad. And that was very disappointing. And then they never figured out how to hack the thing. So you were stuck with whatever games were on it. And they had some great games on it, but they missed. I mean, there was so many like required TurboGrafx games like you would have to have if you were really doing this seriously, and they were not on it. And that was very disappointing. Eating Pace says the Turbo Mini suffered from bad input delay. Yeah, it had a problem with that. It got worse over time the longer you played, at least for me. Mine got worse the longer I played it. It desynced. Yeah, mine did the same thing. Probably needed some component repair. Crappy. Yeah, I don't know what was wrong with it. I don't know. Ryan says, "Sai, you have the Genesis Mini and Super Nintendo Mini too. I have those too, so I took your word on the TurboGrafx Mini. I'll emulate those games someday." Yeah. Well, I actually don't have the Genesis Mini or the Super Nintendo Mini. I never owned the Genesis Mini. I had the Mega SG, the FPGA, and it was really good. I sold that as well. I sold that. I sold the Super Nintendo one. I sold my NES that had FPGA. And I sold my NES Classic and my Super Nintendo Classic. I sold a whole bunch of stuff. So I don't have any of that stuff anymore. Because I have original hardware. And like I said, for me, I just get more enjoyment out of playing on the original hardware. Plus, I needed the money. So I was like, yeah, I'll go ahead and sell these. But those were fine. I didn't have any problem with any of those. It was just the TurboGrafx Mini that I had a problem with. Super Nintendo Classic, NES Classic, all the FPGA consoles, all those were great. I don't even have this problem on the PlayStation Classic. That one I don't have this problem. But on the TurboGrafx, I had some problems, unfortunately. Maybe I'll put TurboGrafx games on the PS1 Classic. Yeah, do that. I have that. I set that all up on my PlayStation Classic. It'll do the CD games. It'll do everything. And they work fine. You'll absolutely have a great time doing that. So, E-King says, my TurboGrafx 16 Mini works good. Well, that's good. Like I said, it could have been, who knows? I don't know if it's a widespread problem, if it only affects some people and not others, or what the deal is. It definitely was a problem for me. Do you still have yeah, I have the PS1 Classic. That one I do still have. Tracom, I respected why you parted with your Neo Geo. Well, that was a tough decision, but you got to do what you think is right. And it just was going to sit there, because I really just wasn't going to play it, because I was limited on how I could play it, and I didn't have that many games for it. And it just made a hell of a lot more sense, since Neo Geo emulation is so good and runs so great on my PlayStation 4. It just made so much more sense just to buy those games on the PS4 and get that stick, that arcade stick that I have. So I don't regret that decision, but that's something everybody has to figure out for themselves, what they think is best for them. And that's what I decided to do. I do think maybe one of these days I'll end up getting a Neo Geo CD. I've heard good things about it, and there's that you can replace the disk drive with something that loads games off of like a SD card. I don't know that I would do that, but it is an option, and that type of thing seems to get better and better. So that's another interesting thing I've kind of had my eye on a little bit. But as far as regular Neo Geo goes, I'm really happy with my solution that I came up with. Did you see that they're doing a Genesis Model 2 Mini? I did see that. That's actually really cool. It's got a bunch of Sega CD stuff on there too, which is really cool. I'm sure that'll be good. I know. See, M2 did the TurboGrafx Mini as well, but I don't know what happened with the TurboGrafx Mini. I don't know, But the Genesis Classic, I didn't own a Genesis Classic, but I did buy one for some of my friends, and I think I bought one for my brother. And everybody that I know that's had the Genesis Classic has said it's really good. But I have so many ways to play Genesis games. Obviously I have the real hardware, and I've got a Mega EverDrive for my Genesis, but then I've got the Genesis collections. I've got so many Genesis collections for PS3, PS4, my Nintendo Switch. Plus they added Genesis games to the Nintendo Online thing. So there's just so many ways to play Genesis games. So for me, I'm not interested in the Genesis 2 Mini, but I think a lot of people will really get a lot out of that. I think it looks pretty cool. Anypay says the game list for the North America version of the Mini 2 is a lot worse than the Japanese list. Really? That sucks. Also, no Snatcher? Really? No Snatcher? God dang, man. That's stupid. I don't understand what is the deal with, like, Snatcher's like this all-time classic game that I want to play it on PC Engine. I want to play that version, but it's never been translated. So I can't play it on the PC Engine. If I'm going to play it, I'm going to have to play it on Sega CD, which I can do. I've got it to where I can play it. It's probably best to play it on Sega CD and play it on a CRT because of the segments where you use the gun, and I do have the light gun. So that's probably the best way to play Snatcher anyway. But it's just interesting that they missed that. You know, they didn't get the memo. You know, people really love that game. That's weird. E King Sai, has the dork side told you how much he loves his Atari VCS? How dare you, sir? Luke is not interested in that, in discussing the Atari VCS. There's some drama there. There's bad blood between the two. I believe the Atari VCS ran over his dog or something. There's some major bad blood between him and the VCS. I don't ask questions. I don't want to know, you know, and I don't want to. It's an old wound, but it's a wound that can be opened very easily. You know what I'm saying? Ryan says, I hear you. Me too. Genesis games everywhere for me. Yeah, there's so many ways to play Genesis games. Guys, I've been streaming a while. I don't think I want to keep going here. It's been over 2 hours. But I have thoroughly enjoyed playing the Ninja Turtles. I think this is a great version of it if you're ever interested. Well, I guess you can't really buy it anymore. Damn it, because they didn't put it in the collection. How dare they? But it's still a good version if you have a way you can play it. There's ways you can still play it. But if you're not into that, then whatever. But I have enjoyed this conversation. This has been good. It's been a good chat. So I want to thank everybody that's been here, that's hung out with me. You sold your GameCube. How? Oh, no. All right, Ryan, you're in timeout. Not really. I'm just saying. Eating Pace, thank you for being here. Ryan Landis. My old buddy, my old pal. E King, thank you for being here. Tricomb 79, bringing it with the great comments tonight. Definitely enjoyed talking with you. Let's see. Down Phoenix was here. Always love hanging out with Down Phoenix. He's a great guy. Really cool guy. Love talking with him. Born Distracted, as always. Born Distracted's been part of our community for a long time back in the day and continuing now. Chris Courage, I've always enjoyed talking with you, Chris. And it's nice to continue to be able to share my adoration and worship of the TurboGrafx games with other people. Man, there's so many people that were here. I'm trying to scroll back through here. I know Rhea was here for a little while. Carl was here. He had some great stuff to say and really good tips on Minecraft. Remember, you cannot put the cactus next to each other. You got to leave a space, but cactus is a great way to protect your stuff in Minecraft. Thank you for that, Carl. John was here, as always, my buddy John. Always bringing it. Definitely appreciate everything he brought. I'm probably missing. Albert Menendez was here. Spent some time with us. There's a lot of people. I don't even know. Lots of people. Anyway, if you were here and I didn't call out your name, it's not because I don't love you. I still love you. But I just didn't see your name. And I'm an old man, so sometimes I miss things. And sometimes my eyes don't work so good. So, and you might not have talked in the chat, which is another reason that I might not have called your name. In which case, that's your fault. That's not my fault. sir or madam or whatever pronoun is appropriate. I don't know how that works anymore. Yes, thank you, Phil. Thank you, Phil. Thank you. And damn you, Scully! Scully, that's the new thing. It used to be the guy. What was the guy's name from Hannibal that I would always yell out when I was doing my impersonation of the guy that got his face ripped off from? This was years ago. You guys probably have no idea what I'm talking about. I can't even remember the guy's name. Oh my gosh. I used to yell this out randomly for no reason. Anyway. Memories. Reliving the past in so many ways. Good times. All right, guys. Y'all take care. Have a good night. Get some sleep. Dream pleasant dreams about me and Phil and our new TV show. And our next door neighbors, Scully and Steve Jobs. No, it wasn't Buffalo Bill. It was his assistant. He was always yelling at his assistant. I can't remember his name. Damn it, I can't. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember it. It was in Hannibal, not in Silence of the Lambs. Cordell! That's what it was. Cordell! Bring me a spoon, Cordell. I'd like some pudding. All right. You guys take care. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.